Hi everyone, I'm Brunita Pinto. I live in Malad West in Mumbai. I've been living here for the past 41 years and enjoy Bombay life. I live with my husband. We do have a daughter, but she's settled abroad. So it's just two of us that are together here. My husband and I had decided to go to Goa for a holiday for just a 10-day trip. And while we were holidaying there, I developed an abdominal pain and I just kept rubbing my abdomen. So my hubby said, "What's wrong? Why are you keeping on rubbing your abdomen?" And then I said, "I'm feeling a little pain and a kind of uneasiness." So immediately my cousins who were in Goa, they said, "Come on, let's take you to a specialist." And we went to a specialist. He did give me 10 days treatment, but I didn't find much improvement. So once again I went to him, and then he recommended a series of tests. I had to do an MRI, then I had to do a blood test, and then even those two tests didn't show much. So he said, "Let's do an endoscopy." And when I went in for the endoscopy, the technician there, he immediately called my husband and he said, "See, she has an ulcer at the beginning of her stomach and it doesn't look too good." So anyway, we finished with the endoscopy and he informed us that he would like to send it for culture and that we would get the reports after a week or so. Then by the sixth day, we got the reports and it was malignant. That immediately did shake me up, but I didn't lose heart. He told me immediately go and consult an oncologist and he will be able to help you through this whole treatment. So my husband and I, through my niece's influence, she is in the medical line, and so she knew some good doctors in Goa, and she recommended a very good oncologist who was running and his own hospital, as well as he was attached to the Victor Apollo Hospital at Margao, Goa. So we went and met this doctor. He was Dr. Jean-Louis Menezes, a very noted oncologist in Goa. He had initially studied and worked at Tata's Bombay, and he had more than 12 years experience in Tata Hospital. And he was very updated and really knowing what he was doing in this field of oncology. And so we met him, showed him my reports, and he just said two words: "Don't delay, immediate surgery." And so I had my surgery done in Goa. It was diagnosed as cancer of the stomach, and so the doctor had to remove 70% of my stomach. I recovered quite fast. I was there for 10 days. And after that, he said that I would have to do chemotherapy first, then radiation, and then again chemotherapy. So that was the line of treatment he had advised me, and he informed me I would have to go through. And then he said if the first surgery, removing 70% of the stomach, did not work, he would perhaps have to remove my whole stomach. And the first time when I heard that it was malignant, I knew it was cancerous, but I didn't give up hope, because I'm a woman of deep faith, and my husband, and we do believe in God. We know there's a God above who is always there for us if we trust in him and if we believe in him. And so I didn't give up hope, and I started the line of treatment in Goa itself, because at that time COVID was very rampant in Bombay. This all happened in 2021 Jan, and on the 16th of Jan, I had my surgery done in Apollo Victor Hospital, Margao, Goa. I didn't want to come back to Bombay because at that time COVID was so very bad, and even doctor felt that perhaps while journeying to Bombay itself, in the aircraft itself, I could catch infection. And since he was a well-experienced doctor, and immediately talking to him, I felt 10% confidence in him. So both my husband and I decided that I would go through the treatment in Goa itself. So after having surgery done, after going through chemo, after going through radiation, then again chemo, I passed like that almost 9.5 months in Goa. We had gone for a 10-day trip, but it turned out to be 10 full long months. Once again, I could not come back to Mumbai because of COVID. And so my oncologist had recommended that I spend another month in Goa, where I would have to take the COVID vaccine and then return home. So I did take the COVID vaccine. The first dose, I took it in September. And then later on, we returned to Mumbai. Initially, I know many people get frightened when they hear the word cancer. but I didn't get disturbed. It shocked me, but I was ready to accept it. And I took a very positive attitude, knowing that with my God, with my doctor, with my treatment, with all the care, my sister and her family were there to support me. My husband was there to support me. I knew I would get along and come out a winner. After that, we did a return to Bombay. And immediately when we came to Bombay, one of my good friends told me that she had gone through DS Research Center, where she had cancer of the breast, and she got a lot of relief and also a kind of healing from DS Research medication. So she recommended DS Research to me, and I also felt very confident when I went to the center at Andheri East. I went to the institute, I saw the whole setup, I met Dr. Megha, who was very convincing, very kind, very understanding. She put forth for me the complete picture of what I had gone through and what I could expect from DS Research Center. She told me point blank that DS does not help to cure cancer, but it does help to protect all the good cells from getting the cancerous infection. After she explained everything to me, my husband and I felt even more confident that this was the right type of treatment I should carry on with to protect myself from the cancerous cells which could perhaps be still in my abdomen. So in 2021, November, I started taking the medication from DS Research Center. The doctor was very kind. The dietitian also was very understanding. And the pharmacy also there in the institute itself was very supportive. They explained things to me, how the medication should be taken every day, every 2 hours or 4 hours according to what they had prescribed for me. And I was very content and happy. From 2021 till date, I am still under DS Research Medical Help. And I feel very happy because Dr. Megha, the dietitian, the receptionist, everybody there is so kind. Immediately they see my number flashing on their cell. They're there to help me. If doctor's not there, immediately they inform her. She calls me back when she's free. Even the dietitian keeps in touch with me every 28 days after my medication is over. They keep inquiring how I am. Every fortnight they send me a little WhatsApp message to inquire how I am, whether I need any medical help or any kind of assistance. And I feel that DS Research has really helped me a lot. And so I keep recommending them to my other friends who are also cancer patients. So I really feel proud that I'm a part of this DS Research team and that they are regularly there following up my case and giving me all the support I need. So a big thank you to them, to their staff, and everybody else who's connected with them, because I feel a lot of satisfaction, a lot of psychological really help, and of course physical assistance. Yeah, the fact that I was with family, with my husband, with my sister and her family there to support me. The very first time when we realized, all of us realized that it was cancer of the stomach, it didn't frighten us really, but we were only worried about the line of treatment because it was COVID time and things were not easily available. Like we had to prevent and stop our domestics from coming into the house so that I would not get any other infections, especially COVID. All kinds of external help had to be stopped. And it was just the family, my husband and me, that were there. So the positivity that they had within them and within me, I think that's what kept us going. They would distract me, asking me to watch a little TV. We would play cards, do a little reading, walk up and down in the gardens, spend some time together, just watching nature. In Goa, there was so much to watch and enjoy. All these little positive strokes helped me a lot. Of course, relatives and friends just could not come to visit me because COVID was very bad. And my oncologist had asked me to stop all visitors from, coming in. So though we were by ourselves, but we kept ourselves going. I would try to help a little here and there wherever I could. I would always tell my sister, let me do something in the kitchen when I felt a little better. And my husband and I would play cards together in our room. And we would also take walks after every meal. We would walk down and, be in the garden for some time. And of course, my prayer life was there. I would always go on to YouTube and, watch some snippets of some reflection or a little meditation. And our prayer life was there, so we would say our prayers together and spend some time together, read the Bible a little. That would distract me and give me a lot of inner strength, listening to the Word of God. And that's how I initially kept myself going. I could not do much those days because the chemotherapy that I underwent used to make me feel like a zombie. So I used to sleep many hours in the day. My chemo was very big sessions of 21 days each. So I underwent 3 long sessions of 21 days each. And so at that time, I just couldn't do much. Then I had surgery, then chemo, then I had radiation. I had 28 sessions of radiation. So I had to travel every day from one part of, we were in North Goa, right up to Panjim, which was midway. And then I had to go to Manipal Hospital for my radiation. The radiation I could feel was, eating into me. But I kept going and I completed all the 28 radiations. And my oncologist was really happy that I was positive and my body took it well. Though I did lose a lot of weight, but it's okay. I was never on the fat side, so it was okay. And then again I started my chemo. And again then I had support of my family, trying to distract me. They would take me for drives down the beach. Just sit down by the beach by ourselves where there were not too many people. So like that, going for little walks, going to the beach, just by ourselves. Cancer, first of all, when you hear the word, you don't have to be really frightened about it. It does give us a rude shock when we get to know that we are suffering from it. But then with a positive frame of mind, with medication, with care, with faith in your God, you can really pull through it without much pain or difficulty. A positive attitude is very important, and also having a positive attitude and support from your family members, because it is the family members who really give you all the care and attention that you require. And if they are in a positive frame of mind, that energy is definitely transmitted to the patient. And that's what I felt. I felt a lot of positive energy from my family members, from my husband, who was always there, pulling me up, not allowing me to sink at any moment of time. And with that positive strength that I got from him, that I got also from my God, trusting in him, knowing that he's there, that was very important. And so I would like to ask all patients who are suffering from cancer and their families, do not give up hope. Be positive. Surrender yourself to your God. Trust in him. Take your medication also on time. Follow your diet that is prescribed to you, and try and exercise yourself, even if it's just a little bit. Do it just to keep your body going. Freshen your mind with little snippets from the TV or a little reading that you like. Or you can indulge also in a little needlework, a little craft work, a little gardening if you have the facility to do it. Keep yourself busy. Do a little housework whenever you can. Don't depend fully on others. When you feel strong, go ahead. Do a little cutting of vegetables, a little making of the tea for the evening for the family. Prepare something within your limits, of course. Don't overdo yourself. But a little here and there helps a long way. And that keeps the family also positive and keeps the whole household going. Read a little. Watch TV, watch your favorite programs, and make life worth living for yourself and for others. Don't indulge in self-pity. Self-pity doesn't take you anywhere. On the contrary, it pulls you down. So just be strong within your mind, within your heart, and definitely it will pay rich dividends, and you will lead a fuller and a better life. Go ahead and live life to the fullest. Come what may, enjoy life and really be happy with yourself and make everyone else happy around you.